In a stunning move from Washington, the White House has officially approved a sweeping executive order that brings the most significant Social Security reforms in decades. Signed on the 17th of October 2025, the order represents a turning point for millions of retirees, disabled Americans, and low-income seniors who depend on their monthly benefits to survive. The announcement, confirmed by senior administration officials, outlines a complete modernization of how Social Security benefits are calculated, distributed, and protected, a shift designed to make the system fairer, more efficient, and financially sustainable for future generations. For many Americans over 50, these reforms could mean higher monthly checks, faster benefit processing, and stronger safeguards against identity theft and payment errors that have plagued the system for years. Under the new executive order, the Social Security Administration will immediately begin updating its outdated payment infrastructure to align with 21st century standards. This includes integrating real-time income verification through secure federal databases, which means benefit adjustments will happen more accurately and quickly. For retirees, this could end the long delays in cost of living adjustments and reduce the number of overpayment letters that have caused confusion and hardship for so many seniors. According to internal SSA documents, this update will roll out in phases, beginning on the 1st of January 2026, ensuring that every recipient's payment record is reviewed and recalculated with precision. Perhaps the most groundbreaking part of this executive order is the recalibration of the cost of living adjustment formula. For decades, COLA has been tied to the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers, a measure that critics argue does not reflect the real expenses faced by seniors. Now, the administration plans to shift to a formula based on the Consumer Price Index for the elderly, which more accurately represents the cost of healthcare, housing, and essential goods for older Americans. This single change could mean a meaningful boost in monthly benefits, starting as early as the COLA announcement in October of 2026. Analysts project that, if inflation remains steady, the average retiree could see an increase of about $180 per month, depending on their current benefit level. The order also introduces a new provision aimed at protecting low-income and disabled beneficiaries from benefit cuts due to debt collection or overpayment disputes. Going forward, Social Security will be prohibited from reducing monthly checks below a protected minimum threshold, ensuring no senior's benefit falls below the poverty line. For individuals who rely on supplemental security income or disability insurance, this safeguard could prevent sudden drops in income that have previously left thousands unable to afford food or rent. In addition, all benefit appeals and overpayment reviews will move to a simplified digital system that allows recipients to track progress in real time, reducing bureaucratic delays that currently stretch for months. Another critical change affects how Social Security verifies identities and prevents fraud. In recent years, cyber attacks and identity theft incidents targeting retirees have skyrocketed, leading to stolen benefits and locked accounts. The executive order mandates the introduction of a federal biometric verification system, combining fingerprint, facial, and voice recognition to secure access to all SSA online accounts. This system, set to launch in stages beginning in June 2026, will make it nearly impossible for scammers to impersonate beneficiaries or redirect payments. The White House confirmed that participation will remain voluntary for now, but seniors who enroll will receive priority in fraud protection and faster service response times. The executive order also directs the Treasury Department to study the long-term solvency of the Social Security Trust Fund. Current projections suggest that without intervention, the fund could face partial depletion by the mid-2030s, leading to automatic benefit reductions. To counter this, the administration has proposed a gradual payroll tax adjustment for high-income earners, those making over $250,000 annually, while protecting workers below that threshold from any increase. The goal, according to officials, is to secure full benefits for at least the next 75 years without raising taxes on middle-class families or cutting payments to retirees. This strategy, though likely to face political debate, has already received cautious praise from both fiscal conservatives and senior advocates who see it as a balanced approach to long-term stability. One of the most emotional elements of this reform package involves survivor and spousal benefits. For years, widowed spouses and surviving partners have struggled to live on a fraction of their late partner's benefit amount. The executive order directs the SSA to create a combined household benefit option, allowing surviving spouses to retain a larger portion of their household's total benefit, rather than being forced to choose only one. This change is expected to help over 3 million widows and widowers, with implementation beginning no later than the 31st of December, 2026. For many seniors who have faced the painful loss of a partner, this adjustment represents more than just financial support. It's a recognition of fairness, dignity, and shared contribution. Another major reform focuses on younger retirees and early claimants. Those who file for Social Security benefits before full retirement age currently face permanent reductions. The new policy will allow partial restoration of these reductions for individuals who continue working past age 67, encouraging labor participation without penalizing early filers for life. For example, a 62-year-old who begins collecting reduced benefits but continues part-time work through age 70 could recover up to 50% of the initial reduction. This approach rewards continued contribution and acknowledges that many Americans over 60 want or need to stay in the workforce. To further modernize service delivery, the executive order includes funding for SSA field office improvements across the country. Many local offices are still operating with technology and staffing levels from decades past, creating long lines and slow response times. By next summer, the administration plans to deploy upgraded systems in all major regional offices, ensuring seniors can access support in person or online without unnecessary delays. Additionally, the order calls for hiring and training 1,000 new claims specialists to handle disability applications and benefit adjustments more efficiently. For millions of retirees and future beneficiaries, these reforms could be life-changing. Imagine a retired couple in Ohio living on a combined benefit of $2,600 per month who have struggled to keep up with rising healthcare costs. Under the new COLA formula and combined spousal benefit rule, they could see their monthly income increase by over $200 within 2 years. Or consider a 68-year-old widow in Arizona, who currently receives just $1,100 per month after losing her husband's higher benefit. With the survivor benefit reform, she could soon receive closer to $1,500, bringing her income above the poverty line for the first time in years. For seniors who rely on Social Security as their only source of income, this executive order may feel like long overdue justice. It reflects growing recognition that America's retirees have spent their lives contributing to a system that must now protect them with the same dedication. The White House has promised transparency at every stage, with quarterly public reports on progress and implementation updates from the Social Security Administration. Officials emphasize that these reforms will not reduce existing benefits for any recipient, but will instead create a stronger foundation for generations to come. The changes approved this week reaffirm a message that millions of older Americans have been waiting to hear. Social Security is not going away. It's being rebuilt to serve better, pay fairly, and protect what people have earned. For those who depend on these payments every month, staying informed about these new rules is more important than ever. Viewers are encouraged to support channels that bring accurate updates, share verified information with friends and family, and remain engaged as this new era of Social Security begins to take shape.